Welcome to Tyler's Guide to Ganking TM Trademark the game. So essentially, there's a hole down there. This is what you call a gank, these holes. So if you go down... I gotta get my training dummy down here. So usually, you don't go straight into the gank after someone. But because of this training purposes, I'm going to. And I'm going to show you the first thing, which is called a head web, which is you hit them, and then get them in the webs, right? And then block them in. And then you can TNT under them. But the reason you don't, okay, so the reason you don't just web them is because you can break it really fast. Yeah, see how much slower it is when they're in the air? Do it again. It's much faster, so that's why you want to hit them in the air. What I like to do is I like to make a bunch of room, because I don't like the traditional mall fights, right? So I like to get them in the corner. I like to get them in the corner if my training dummy wants to fucking move. Come on, this way. There we go. So what you do is, you want to hit them in the corner and block them in, and then place your TNT. Place your TNT. That is like the traditional kind of way to kill them. And the reason you do that is because you block them in, right? You block them in, they can't hit you, and you just TNT them, and you hit their feet with an axe or a scythe. So like this. He didn't have a shield. Okay, that is the way to kill someone. Killing someone like that is always very nice, because it's just like a free kit in a war. The only thing you gotta look out for is if you're an attacker, you can't break blocks in the enemy claim. So oftentimes you wanna be in a very open space gank, if you're even in a gank at all. I don't like to gank on attack. It's not a good idea. So, because you're just gonna get trapped, right? And if you get trapped in, with like cobblestone or something, if you get trapped in, it's just you're done. So, you can break blocks on practice, obviously, but here, in an actual war, hang on, sorry, I gotta block that up so it doesn't fucking kill him because he's a bit. There we go, nice. You can just hold that shield up, which is, you can obviously break it with the axe, but double TNT is a thing, which means you can use that TNT that you just detonated to try and kill the opponent by placing another one next to them that isn't detonated. It detonates faster. It detonates faster because of the explosion here. Triggers it nice and easy. Okay, so the way I'm gonna do this is, I want to show you guys how to use that while they're in the corner. So what you're gonna do is... Ooh. Not yet, my bad. So, if you get them in the corner, right? Say you get them in the corner. You break the blocks below them, they're kind of stuck in the corner, right? Kind of messed that up, but you get the point. I messed that up again. You get the point. Block. Yeah. He blocks that, right? Let's try it again. So the thing is, I can break his shield here with the scythe, right? I can break it. So what you're gonna want to do to avoid that... What you want to do to avoid the thing when you're in this position... So yes, you do that. He's gonna mess it up, but it's okay. So I'm locked in, right? He does this. So he's gonna do this. And then he's gonna try and break my shield. I put a cobweb there. If you look up, you can put a cobweb below you, which you can use to block the actual scythe attack. So, I'm gonna show you this. when you're the one attacking. And you're the one actually, like, not under attack. Okay, so they're blocked in. I do this. He's gonna block underneath him with the web. Okay, try again. He's gonna block with the web. And he did it way too early there, so you see how I can break the web and then swap? Obviously, it's different if you want to use a different inventory layout, which is completely fine. But it's effectively, like, if you time it... let me show him again. If you can time it right, the web, because if not, I'll break it and then I break the shield. Which you see did a lot of damage. So, the timing for the actual web, you want to let the TNT fizzle for a bit. You want to let it go do its thing for a bit. Before you actually, before you place the web above you, which places it below you, before you look up. So, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to show you how to use doubles in the corner. So I messed that up a little bit, but I'm sure you can see. I messed that up again. They mess that up, and they take a lot of damage. This can damage you quite a bit too, if you're not careful with it like I wasn't. But it is effectively... hang on, shit. But it is effectively a really good method of taking out the opponent. Because if you can double TNT that, break their shield, and then that, you still deal quite a bit of damage. Even if they block the first one, you deal enough damage to, like, get by, right? So if I place this, if he tries to block it, I can do that, and then double TNT, and then... okay, I messed it up. But essentially, a big strat is, like, you know, double TNT. It's like a really key factor. Because you can get a lot of damage in, and then sometimes get... oh, that's a good idea. Sometimes you can, like, kill them with it, if we get away from the bedrock. Hang on. If you get away from the bedrock, it's, yeah, it's not really as effective near the bedrock, so it's not really great. Okay, nice. Made a little area. So, double TNT can be pretty effective. Actually, no, it can't be. Well, it can be, I'm just bad at it. So, you know, if you do things like that, you have to, like, keep things going like that. It's difficult to pull off, but I'm gonna show them webbing the feet after they waste a call. But it's not in the traditional sense, like I'm sure you can imagine. Like, it's not just I do that. Because he can just break the web. So, pretend he wasted his power, right? He wasted his power. He actually did. Okay, nice. He can't pull out that now. So I can just TNT his feet. And he's in a very vulnerable position. He's just dead. So I can break his shield then. Like, I'm gonna... yeah, the shield's a bit awkward. You have to, like, use it according to your ping. If the ping is a little bit too high, then you have to hold up your shield earlier. So, I'm gonna let this guy box me in, and I want to show you the method of surviving. Yeah, so I'm boxed in here. I'm kind of cooked. So he is holding out his scythe, ready to break it. Wait until like a second or so, and then block it with the shield. You want to place the web above you first, so you can, you know... just so you don't get murdered completely. Because he's gonna just break my shield otherwise. You have to time the web though. Let me show you guys a beginner mistake. So you see how I'm like cooked? If I put the web straight away, hang on, it's taking its time because he hit me up really high. He's gonna break the web, and then he's gonna just completely cook me. Again, nice. So if I try and place the web, like, even if he places it before he puts the TNT down, he did mess it up there, but if I do that, he's gonna break the web, and my shield goes down. Get in this corner, it's easier. Ganking is a very weird one, but it is one of my favorite methods of PvP. So web's way too early, I'm gonna hold my shield, he's gonna break it, and then I'm dead. Well, I'm not dead, but I'm low. Which is why, if they make that mistake as well... Oh, he messed it up. Oh no, he didn't, he just did it in a weird order. But yes. And let's go up again. Fighting at Bedrock is often like pretty bad in the ganks because it is essentially no shield skill, which is I know a lot of people gank instead of doing. Okay, you messed that up. It's okay. It is good though because it shows like the difficulty. It is pretty difficult to get a head web off, which is why it's good to train. So he's gonna place his okay, yeah, he's gonna do that. Okay, maybe we need to try this again. Try this again. I'm trying to do a demonstration, man. Come on, lock in. Okay, nice. So I'm trapped. I'm gonna do that. He's gonna do that. Nice. There we go.